In this video, we are going to learn how to master detachment from everything around you, from people, from situations, and from the things around you. So detachment in the context that we are learning is going to help you to overcome your attachment to certain things, and stop being a pushover so that people don't treat you badly. When we are attached to a particular person, they start controlling us. So what we do is that we give our power into their control, and I think that's the worst thing you can do for yourself, because if you're giving your own power, if you're giving your own control to somebody else, what are you doing? What are you doing in this life? You have to understand that detachment is especially important, especially when you're going through a change in your life and when you are trying to become a better person, when you're trying to grow. And of course, this channel is always going to help you become a better person. So of course, mastering detachment is the best thing that you can ever do for yourself, because then situations, people, things, they won't control you or your emotional state or your peace. Right? One thing that is very important to understand here is that your peace is sacred, and anybody that is harming that peace does not deserve a moment in your life's time. Also, when you are unbothered, you feel more confident in your own self. So if you're feeling less confident, insecure, it's time you master detachment and become unbothered of anything that is harming your peace. Detachment does not mean that you do not become attached to people, right? You become attached and you feel loved, you love fully, and you live your life very nicely. But you are able to detach from it as easily as you were attached to something, right? It should not harm your peace in any way, without altering you, without changing you. You should be able to detach from anything without changing your mindset, without changing your perceptions, without changing you in a very harmful way. Changes in a good way are definitely welcome, and you have to welcome them because they help you become a good person. But if those changes or if those perspective shifts are harming you, right, then they have to be let go of, and that's where detachment will actually help you. So when you detach, you are able to look things in a more rational and a more logical way, right? So you pull back and you take back your power, and you're able to see everything clearly, what is happening around you, right? Detachment also can help you to take control of your situation and make better decisions for yourself, because you're not giving that power to somebody else or something else. So how to detach? Here are the tips that are actually going to help you detach from any person, situation, or a thing. First thing, enforce healthy boundaries. If you do not have healthy boundaries around you, you are going to become attached, and people can use you in a bad way. They can use your power in a bad way. But when you pull back and you take back your own power and set healthy boundaries, you are not allowing them to take that power. So this usually happens in a group of friends where some people are very close, and what happens is that you can't even deny them, you can't even say no to some people, because mostly it happens with people pleasers, right? Because you're a people pleaser. So if you're not a people pleaser, you actually know, that this power is super duper important. And I think that's the most important thing, that to understand that healthy boundaries are very, very, very important. So if you don't want to go somewhere, deny it, say no. Your peace is sacred. I'm repeating it again. So if something is harming your peace, it does not require a moment of your life's time. Otherwise, people can definitely convince you, manipulate you into doing something that you do not want to do, and that is not good, right? So only do what you want and be dominant in what you want. Do not be afraid of anything, because what you fear is nothing but an illusion, right? So always enforce healthy boundaries for yourself and be dominant in that. If you say it in a very simple way, oh no, I don't want to go, I have this to do and that to do, and you stutter and you hesitate and you feel very embarrassed in front of them, then they are in power and they're taking away your power. You have to tell them, no, I am not free, I'm not available during this time. That is a very dominant way, and that's when you shut yourself off, right? Also, setting healthy boundaries will help you enforce your own decision making and make better decisions for yourself. Second thing, do not try to control people, right? If you do not want to be controlled, do not try to control people. Do not think that, oh, I can fix them, I can do this, I can do that, because you cannot fix anyone unless they want to get fixed, right? Do not allow them that energy, and do not take on that energy from them as well. Focus on yourself and think about, how can I improve myself? How can you improve yourself? Of course, you can be supportive, you can help them, you can understand the situation better by telling them something logically that they might not understand. But if you think that I can fix them, you can't fix them. Stop deluding yourself. A simple rule here is that if you can control something, take care of that, take action. But if you can't take care of something, you can't control something, let go of that. Because you can't do anything about it anyways, right? So what's the point in worrying about it? So if you can't control something, let go of it. It's the most simple answer, it's the most easiest thing to do. Third thing, self-reflect. So when you reflect on what you are doing, what your actions are, you take back your power and you understand, okay, these are the places that I lack and I have to work on these areas, right? So people always take benefit of the people who are kind and who are nice in their own selves, but you have to have that unbothered energy. You are kind, right? You know that. You do not need external validation. So reflect on what you are doing, reflect on how do you spend your days, reflect on if you're doing something special for anyone that you didn't want to do and something that wasn't right in its own self, right? So stop doing that and understand, this is where I take my power back. And do not do favors for people unless you are doing the same for yourself. Now, being detached does not mean that you do not have healthy relationships with anyone. You have healthy relationships with things, with situations, with people, but they do not control you. Right? So you are independent and you have that power to take your own decisions and you don't let anyone influence you. Right? So you do not want people to influence you in a bad way or disorient you from taking your own decisions. Fourth thing, focus on yourself. So when you focus on yourself, you become detached from people automatically. And when you focus on yourself, you will always take good decisions for your own self, for your own sake, right? So always think about what you focus on grows. So think about how you can improve yourself, take your mind out of people and take your mind from situations and from things and focus on your own living being, right? Focus on your soul. How can I become a good person? How can I take my mind out of material self, right? So material things are perishable and they'll only come and go into your life. Of course, you can buy something if you want to buy something for your own happiness, but do not be attached to that thing, right? Otherwise, you are giving that thing the power to control you. And we all know that this material self, this material world is only a reflection of our own reality. So if you focus on yourself, you will notice that better things and better opportunities always come your way. Okay, last thing is simply letting go. You can't control everything. As I said before, you can't fix people, you can't, make decisions for them, you can't do anything for them. All you can do is support them and be nice and be kind, but be unbothered, right? So if they are harming you, if they are disrupting your peace, like I said before, if they are disrupting your emotional balance, making you angry, making you sad, that thing has no time in your life, right? That thing should have no time in your life. So let go of people. As I said before, control what you can and let go of what you can't. And once you let go of the things that control you, you feel very light. When you feel very chill, when you feel very light and you feel that you have space in your life for more things come into your life. Because you have to make space for better things to come, right? So if you want to manifest anything with ease and you want things to come more easily into your life, this video is for you. Thank you so much for watching until the very end. I'm grateful for you and I appreciate you watching until the very end. And thank you for watching. Bye-bye.